the ball to roll up onto the hurling. In the past, we've seen these guys taking it, take the man and all as they burst out in possession. But today, as the game went on, Jackie Turrell, John Dalton, and if you look at the bench that's there, Michael, you say to yourself, no Derek Ling, no Chad Fitzpatrick, Michael Kavanagh going for so many medals will find it hard to get back with John Dalton's performance today.
Gentlemen, let's hear the thoughts of the Kilkenny manager, Brian Cody, talking to Joanne Cantwell.
Well, Brian, it was another great win for you today, and yet at times in the sideline you didn't look all that pleased.
Was there? I didn't realise that, Joanne. You know, that the game was going ahead in front of me, you know, and you know, there was periods when we played well, periods when we didn't play particularly well, we missed chances, but we created a lot of chances. It's been a great day for us, really. You know, we won the Leinster final and we're in the All-Ireland semi-final, and I don't suppose I should be pleased at all times during the game, but you know, I was very, very pleased with the attitude of the players and the way we hung in there, because Galway had periods of dominance in that game. I suppose the last 10 minutes, the first half, they bombarded our goal, but you know, our defence was very, very good, I thought.
Yeah, your defence in and around midfield and your general winning of the ball in and around that area.
Yeah, it's very, very important. But both midfielders were very, very good, and like I said, the defence as well. And we got great scores. We got on a bit of a roll after half time. We got terrific scores. But all in all, the object of the exercise was win the game, and you know, that's thanks be to God, it's done.
The way you managed to stop Galway getting the ball to their danger men, though, that has to be something that pleases you today.
Well, I mean, there was no big mad plans or anything like that. You know, we went out to try and play as well as we possibly could ourselves. You know, and I suppose that'll happen if you can, you know, succeed in winning the ball in various situations and put pressure on them as well. But I mean, you know, we just went out to look after ourselves. We weren't too particularly concerned about the other team, in so much as if we could be as good as we possibly could be ourselves. That's all we could do, really.
You spoke before the game and about how you didn't have as good preparation with the match you had leading into this. Did you find you were still quite rusty at times?
Yeah, I suppose our shooting was wayward. I suppose we definitely didn't take all the chances we created. But that's part and parcel of the process of going through the championship, you know, and we have 5 weeks, I think, roughly speaking, to an Ireland semi-final now, and that's the next challenge to be ready for that one.
Okay, well done today. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thanks, Joanne.
Yeah, well done to Brian Cody and to Kilkenny on their victory today. So, Kilkenny are the champions. They move on to the All-Ireland semi-finals. But Galway are not out of the championship, of course. They go to the quarter-finals. So, they can regroup, get back.
Absolutely. They will regroup. They're against the best team in the country today. Probably the best team we've ever seen. And they're not up to that standard yet. Now they'll be trying again, and they'll have a few to come back in. They'll be very disappointed. But like their performance, even though they lost away the second half, there's no doubt about that. First half they played well, went in just 3 points. So they'll be very happy. But the second half they lost away. But they'll try to rectify that, and they're playing the best, so they should learn from it.
In the quarter-finals, Tomas, now this is not a gimme, as Galway proved to themselves last year when they were in a quarter-final down in Semple Stadium in Thurles and managed to lose it in the last couple of minutes.
Well, you see, that has been a problem with Galway, Michael, over the last 2 years, certainly. You know, I mean, the first day that they play Offaly, everybody was expecting to maybe to coast to victory, and it didn't happen that way. And you saw the second day, okay, they get home by the skin of their teeth, you know. So there is something lacking in that Galway team, right? I mean, I've said before, I mean, back to Thurles last year, that killer instinct when they were on top of teams to put them away, and that they will grow in confidence, they will grow in the team as well, you know. And when you leave a team like Offaly back into the game and maybe kind of struggle to win the match, maybe there's doubts coming into their players' minds and stuff like that. Are we as good as we thought we are, you know? I think they're a very, very good team. They will use the backdoor system. They'll use the championship now. They have to regroup, you know. There's no doubt about that. We're
now clearly, obviously, in July, Loughnane up and running in the championship. We've seen them all. How's it panning out?
Well, we've seen them all, and from now on it's knockout. You know, this is the last of the second chances. From now on, it's knockout. You know, who is there to stop Kilkenny? That's the whole thing. You know, that's what makes next Sunday's game. You know, it always goes on to next Sunday. Next Sunday's game is so intriguing to see what will be there. Now, for Galway, 2 things: Ger Farragher and Joe Kenny. You know, weren't in the game at all today. Ger Farragher taken off, having a great campaign so far. Are these fellas able to cope with high intensity, close marking, very physical hurling? Now they've got a second chance. They've got a second chance. They've learned the lesson for today, and it'll be very interesting to see how they come out in 3 weeks' time in the quarter-final.
It certainly would indeed, and I'm afraid, gentlemen, that's where we're going to have to leave it. Don't forget the Sunday game evening edition coming up a little bit later on at 9:30 with highlights of all of the day's events. Kilkenny are the Leinster hurling champions for 2010. Galway, as we said, will have another day out, but no silverware today. Cyril Farrell, Tomas McCahey and Ger Loughnane have been here with me in studio for the afternoon. I hope that you enjoy the action. Until the next time, bye-bye.